What's that? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Is this carbonated or non-carbonated? It's a pasteurized product. Where's that light? Oh, it says shake gently before opening. Yeah, yes! Okay, because that's what I did. I just kind of turned it over. Turn it back over. Easy does it there, Turbo. Cool your jets there, Lipskin. Lipskin. That's what I used to call people when I was drunk. I'm not drunk. Lipskin. So I wonder what the expiration date on it is, because it's been in there for a little while. February 2222. Best Buy, February 22. Well, I'm going for it. It's October. So this could go either way. Maybe I should get my water chaser. Get ready. In case it's like rancid. In case
it's rancid.
Nah, it's good. Want to taste it?
I'll try to sip of it.
Yeah.
Is it soothing?
Yes, it's very soothing. I would say it's very soothing. I don't remember it tasting that good last time I got two.
Oh, really?
And I drank another one at the time I got that. That's why it's been in the fridge for a year. Or not a year, but so long, because the first one I had, it tastes like a watered down version of that.
It's really soothing.
I like it. I know, I just like mango stuff. Marjo the Mango Madness. Marjo for Mango Madness. I like this when I used to live in big towns where they had like restaurants and stuff. Back when I lived in the future. Now we live in the past, but that futuristic world, what is our past? But living in Taos is like living in the past, but it's our present, which is truly a gift. Anyway, hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heoka empath. I just like having these talks, these conversations on the way I feel about things. Let me turn down the music. They're pumping up the jam in my ear right now. Salt and pepper. Or no, excuse me, not salt and pepper. I always got those mixed up. Technotronic. So, today's been a pretty cool day. The weather is just gorgeous, man. Fall here, I really like it here. And we're going on our second year of being here, Ma. December 10th, we got here, 2020. And so we're coming up and I still like it here, you know? It's a nice area. It's so quiet. It's a really great place to watch the world end. Because as we know it, as we've always been, or as the program has been going, see, the people perpetuating the program, they're off their rockers, so they're just like out in the sticks with what the storyline in which they're directing the rest of us, you know. And so it's just society's been slowly going off a cliff for a long time, you know. It's not ever okay to freaking go off into other countries and kill people that we have no business. It's like people do all this stuff because they feel like it, you know. They say that there's a threat, and then they get to go retaliate against a threat that, you know, the people that they say are making the threats are looking at each other like, what are these freaking crazy Americans talking about, you know? And then before they know it, they're getting blown up, and they don't know why. And then, like, you know, there's karma that comes from that. People don't get to act like that. You can act like a jerks from time to time. I mean, people do. I don't know. People can do whatever they want. People, I just would like them to see more and more that however you act, there are consequences to that. So you act positively, there's consequences to that. You act negatively, there's consequences to that. We are human beings. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. It's what polarity are people sitting in most of the time. People can't, I don't think anybody can be good all the time. That is an, you know. See, I come from a place where I try not to have expectations at all. And that's why it's so hard, because I see potentials of how storylines can go based on people's psychology, based on history, based on astrology, based on all of these things. I collect all this data from all these different data points from freaking, their storylines of lineage, it goes on and on. And so there's ways that things can that history, that are present can move towards. And right now, everybody's talking about world, and I'm like, dude, World War III is of a spiritual variety. This is my jam. This is the stuff I've been talking about the last 5 years. See, and that's why I was called to do these conversations, to help kind of make sense of all this crazy stuff as it just gets more and more crazy, People that are just allowed to, run amok and just, they're, the people that are running the planet right now, they're the spoiled little brat at the party that freaking nobody can stand. The little autistic, that like throw, if they don't get their way. I know, I speak from this, because I was that child. Mom's been teaching me from a young age how to control my emotions, huh, Mom? And what we are seeing in a collective manner across the whole world are people in very big groups, all economic backgrounds, all colors. We are just different colors on the same disco ball color wheel. It's where your heart space comes from. So many people want to hurt people. And some days I feel real hurt and I go out there and I freaking yell at people and I talk trash. I would like to not do that one day. It comes with being a full spectrum human being. And that karma comes back to me immediately. Don't think it doesn't. So, how you doing today, Ma? You're doing very good today. That's good to hear. We're on our hunt, looking for our forever home. So many cancers are. All this. I just put on astrology talks and then go about my day and do my chores and stuff like that. I haven't had any juice at all. Fall does it to me. It sucks. I'm Scorpio moon. I just want to freaking retreat and just enjoy the darkness and all that. And there's too much work to be done, so I can't be doing that right now. But we're seeing a lot of freaking shadow aspects. A lot of people that are fighting their demons right now. Whatever demons they are, we all have them. It's part of being a spiritual being, having a human experience. There could be the demon of resting on one's laurels. It's like not doing the good deed today because, that one time in the 80s. We got to keep putting the good stuff out there. What did I do today? I did go to the park for just a little while. It was chilly this morning. Too chilly for Mom. I could bundle her up in a coat, but I don't think she'd like it. She doesn't like to be cold, and I can't use the heater on the van because the heater core's going out, and the fumes that it emits are toxic. So anyway, saw Augustine, and he's the one that has Jessica's. Jessica was born on his birthday. He's like 56 years old, 57, and so he's older. But it's like people born on the same day, man. It's like They don't. It has nothing to do with looks, but they're just kind of the same, you know. And every sign has the light to shadow aspects, you know, and people have their dignities, and people have their, you know, transgressions, and it's all about learning. Are you gonna, you know, living in your dignity kind of is attractive. It's a lot of people call it their truth. I'm kind of sick of that word myself. Sick of everybody talking about it, and then I see like all this stuff in their background. I'm like, it don't add up. It don't add up. That's just me. So all these astrologers, are all of them, they're all talking about the collective wave of malarkey. It's just the nonsense. But if people are evolving as human beings should, they're gonna learn how to listen to themselves and discern what is truth or not. You know how hard it was for me to be a part of the United States Air Force, knowing that we did that to ourselves? And that is when I had my moment of clarity going. I was like, he's going to send it. We did that. It's a controlled demolition. Because I remember in the 90s watching PBS, they had a show, you know, and it was like basically a documentary on what a man in a cave would have to do to knock down the towers. But it was like bombs underneath. They had the trucks with the bombs in the parking garage below and stuff like that. And all of it. And then when I saw that, I was like, because they're not that smart. The elites are not. That's why they keep perpetuating the same storyline in congruence with the astrology. It's all a play, all the world's a stage. And then they create these scenarios, and then we are the pawns, we are the puppets. And you know, a lot of people are just waking up to the fact. And I heard it, I was just watching, I think her name's Candace Marie, or I was listening to Candace Marie after I was walking dogs, or while I was walking dogs. And she was, you know, because I like listening, I like talking to people in stores. I like people that talk to a lot of different people and that get consensuses. And that's why I listen to astrologers that do a lot of readings, and then they get consensuses of what's happening in people's lives, you know. And she was saying, you ought to just go listen to her. But like, I don't know, more and more hostility, more and more people are getting hostile, more and more people are getting into accidents because they just got that revved up freaking energy. And this is my natal placement, Mars and Gemini. This is how I feel all the time. So welcome to my world, you know. And you know, I hope to just express the benefits of learning some practices, some daily disciplines that can keep people from just causing themselves a lot of problems in the heat of a moment. And one of those things is just walk away. You know, be a little bitch. Sometimes it's better to be a little bitch than to freaking, you know, get in an altercation with somebody and then somebody ends up gravely hurt, dead. You know, it's the human body is so fragile, and people think, oh, because it's bones, you know. But force, people just don't understand physics, I guess. They haven't fallen up out of enough trees or done enough backflips and empty creek beds with a bunch of rocks and boulders, or grabbed electric fences, or almost drowned, or had multiple traumatic events. I was listening to somebody today. I think it was Rosalisa Healing, and he was talking about how, I think it was him. It's all a blur. About, I don't want to hear this song right now. That's a lot. The think it was Alien Ant Farm. That was a lot. I forgot what I was saying. My train of thought just derailed. Confounded. Oh well, wasn't that important. So hopefully people are, and that's what every bad decision I ever made in my life, I knew it was a bad decision. I didn't care. I did it because I wanted to do it. Every freaking terrible relationship I was in, I knew it was a terrible relationship. I just had lacked so many interpersonal relationships in my life, all the way from a young child. Yeah, I'm one of those. Didn't meet mom till I was 3 days old because the doctor cut her uterus in half and took out one ovary, and it really jacked her up. So I didn't get. And then Greg, who knows where he was? I don't think I saw him until I was like a week. So I mean, I'm just this little freaking vibrational frequency that's just kind of been floating around the planet trying to figure out how to just know people. Because there's people, they just change the rules all the time, man. It's so hard to keep track. It's like they're always letting me know how they want to be treated. Without reciprocating that same respect, of course. And they always change the rules, Treat me this way. No, now treat me this way. Treat them that way. No, do it like this. I'm just like, dude, whatever happened to people just letting people be who they are? Why do people feel like they got to train me? It's weird. Is that PETA? Hi, PETA. Yeah, the whole world is loopy. Oh. So, what else is going on in the world today? Shake it up, Audie Pants. I don't know, I'm just trying to be in the present moment. Today I actually felt pretty good. I felt good, and I think I got some sleep last night. I'm not dreaming right now, and I really don't like it. I feel disconnected from my soul family when I'm having periods that I'm not dreaming. And I'm just not connecting to them right now. So it's just how it's supposed to be. And I guess we'll catch up later. Yeah, and find solace in that. It's not forever, because I'm a lucid dreamer. I call it the night shift, because that's where our spirits fly. In higher dimensions and higher frequencies, where we can, look at our lives here in 3Dville from different perspectives. And I guess all these perspectives kind of get what I'm falling on the realization lately is don't sweat the small stuff. Because there's so much big stuff happening for people in life right now, man. There's so much life happening to people. Just, it's a high turnover right now. I think all those that are transitioning, that are going off into heaven, thank you for your service and your love. Oh, that's what I did today. I started telling the story about Augie, and then we were at the park and we were hanging out, and I walked out to go use the restroom, and I came back and I looked over, and this woman down at the end of the parking lot, like closer to where the entrance is, I looked over and she was on the phone, and she was very upset. She was crying. She's very upset. So I was like, I told Augustine, I say, that woman is very upset right now. Parking place is over, and does he need a pillow?
Yeah.
Come here, precious.
He said, Margie, don't you talk about your penny, Margie, but it's as good as a bone.
There you go, bud.
Oh, he said, Margie, so good you beanie. I thought you were most beanie.
Good boy, Benno. And I pulled over a couple places down, and I got out, and I walk up, and I say, I walk up to guys, my name is Marge, I come in peace. Yeah, because people like, what do you want? Why is this person walking up to me right now? Right? So I smile big. I say, my name is Marge. I come in peace. And she was like, hi. I said, I just was over there. I said, I didn't hear anything or anything. I said, but I just saw that you were very, very upset. And I know that because this last week, I've been very, very upset. And I know how that feels. And I just want to let you know that whatever's going on right now, this too shall pass. And things will get better, and I know things are really crazy right now, and they're up in the air and just crazy, nutty, and just hang in there. And then I said, if you don't mind, I would like to say a prayer for you. And then I asked her name, and she told me, and so I said a prayer for her, and went on about my day. And it's like, there's more and more people that are showing up like that. And see, well, I've lived my life that way. You just and so I've always been the weird one that says I guess it's the right thing. Who is that? Is that Benny or Artie? Artie? Oh, Artie, get out of there. It's not a cat. It's Artie. Oh, turkey. I think you two not Artie pants. And that's what people are going to start doing more and more. I'm going to preface it, and then they'll start acting that way. Is it just showing up for people? Just showing up for people. Just, hey, I'm thinking about you kind of stuff, And then you'll find out the people that that don't do that, you'll find out that they're not for you. Yeah, they're not for you. Okay, I don't think anybody on my friends list any place watched my movies. No, besides my Earth Angel, but we became friends like in the last couple years. But people that I've known for years, they don't listen to my talks. They don't care about what I have to. People don't care about what I have to say, and I don't care that they don't care about what I have to say. I just think it's important that people get in touch with where how they're feeling and where they're coming from, so that stuff doesn't fester inside and come out sideways, and people are starting to, they get mad, they get their feelings hurt about stuff. Already get down. So they stuff it, and then they drink, or they drug, or they do whatever they do to freaking just try to escape the feelings that they're feeling, instead of just addressing how they feel. Yeah? It's just a lot easier to just go through it. I think about that Earth Angel today. She and her husband, they were married when he passed 39 years. And so he's been gone a couple of years. So it'll be 42 years. You always do this just on my talks, Benny. And I just, I always wanted that long-term relationship. And I never found it. And I see people that have had it. And then some people just, it's just like their loved one goes to sleep and then they never wake up, and that's great. But some people, man, their ends are not cool. It's just like the life lessons, what our spirit turns out or signs up for. Did you want to say hi, Benno? Beanie. There's a Margie and a Benny. Say hi, Marge. And Benny the good dog, Margie. You good boy? Yeah? Oh, that's all you wanted? That's it? That's all you wanted? Okay, can I go back and finish the conversation? My one-sided conversation? Huh? Good boy? You're such a good dog. Oh, your face was so brown when we first met. Of course, my hair was a lot more brown when we first met, too. I'm aging. It's finally happening. It's catching up to me. 48. I do okay. I do alright for my age. But I looked. I got cart. The last time I legitimately got carted, I had my ball cap on. Yeah, where is it? I had my ball cap on, and I got carted for buying booze. Dang it. How did I get in? You wanna go? I remember seeing it. I just don't remember seeing it where I saw it. It's around here somewhere. Anyway, I had my ball cap on, and they carded me, and I was 42. And I was like, that's cool.
I'm really young now.
No, now I'm 48. I found it. I was like, okay. But my face is I'm starting to get the lines and this stuff. But I would never get freaking lipo or none of that crap. None of it. I earned this stuff, man. I earned all these lines I got. Bluetooth is tripping out. Freaking the okay. Something's happening. What time is it? 6:21 October 4th. Where are we? Mountain time. I just got like I just got bowled over by like a wave. Something happened someplace on the planet. Like a bunch of souls just left. A bunch of souls just left all at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So I'm curious. I'm gonna go when I get done. I'll wait like an hour or so and see if anything shows up. But that's happened like twice before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that was wild. Anyway, a lot of interesting stuff, Ma. I always thought the world was woo-woo. They're all the stuff that they told people that they needed to be afraid of. I'm like, dude, none of that stuff that people need to be afraid of. They need to be afraid of the people that live next door. And, the people that they deal with every day that act like they're friends, that are doing these freaking weird, gnarly, all these secret societies and stuff, and people just, they do weird stuff. Maybe not all, maybe not all of them, but a lot of them do, there's so many people that do weird, creepy, gross stuff. And then they just go, game for them. It's a dangerous game. They're just chewing up souls and spirits, and they're telling everybody, oh, don't listen to that. Don't buy into that esoteric, all that stuff. Don't buy, and then they're using it and benefiting from it and controlling people with it and manipulating people and just, using all these gross, just hogging all the resources. That by itself is like some gnarly karma. Benny, you're okay, bud? Yeah? Alright, you're fine. Anyway, I think yeah? Alright, you're fine. Anyway, I think I've been running my mouth long enough. So, I'm happy to see a lot of people they are making healthier choices in life right now. I know I am. Healthier choices? And I'm thinking about it. That pause whenever I feel hasty or something. I drive a minivan. I ain't gonna freaking stop. I ain't gonna be gunning it nowhere anytime fast soon, But whenever I feel that, I just think about my dear sweet sister Jessica, you know, in heaven on the back of that bike, you know, living fast, you know, and there's consequences to all of our actions, all the time, every day. You know, and I just, you know, give me the sound of mind, good orderly director. You know, to just not live in haste and create waste in my life or in anybody else's. Yeah, I need all the angels I can get. It's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad night. Peace.